And welcome to the Temple of Tomes with your host, Indie Comics Jones. Today is March 10th, 2023, and this is episode 568. Today we're looking at issue number 2 of Briar. This is a recommend, by the way. I'm really enjoying it, and this is the way you should be doing when you say you're redoing something for the modern audiences. This is the way you should be doing it. Nottingham's doing the same thing. It's taken Robin Hood and turned it on its head, and I'm pleased to announce that Nottingham has a new arc starting, and we'll be getting into that issue fairly soon. But let's talk about Briar number 2. This is taking the legend of Sleeping Beauty and reimagining it in a nice way. I mean, when I say that, they're not just race swapping or gender swapping or orientation swapping, things like that, just for a gimmick. They actually went in and have redone the story to make it more compelling for times we live in, so it's not this A to B fairy tale. So let's take a quick look at it. I can't think of what her name is, the princess, but it's something like Rose something. But really quickly, let's go through who has worked on this. Christopher Cantwell is the writer. Germaine Garcia is the artist. Mateus Lopes is the colorist, and the lettering is done by End World Design. And take a quick look at that cover again. It shows our main character here. I'll just call her Sleeping Beauty because I cannot think of her name. It's like Briar Rose or something like that. And I believe that might be the name of it in the original Sleeping Beauty fairy tale. So this one is a little bit more grotesque than your normal Sleeping Beauty tale would be, which makes it more interesting. And she has her own set of adventures she goes in, not just kind of sleeping through the whole thing until a prince rescues her. Now, there was something that kind of occurred like that in the beginning of this story in issue number 1, but they've packed a lot of story into these issues, and that's another thing that I have liked. The art in it is very interesting to me. The adventures are very interesting to me, the different people that they meet up with. She has teamed up with a northerner, a woman that is kind of bluish. I'm assuming it's a woman. And they've both kind of been saving each other along the way here. They both have their issues and faults, which is nice to see in a comic. They're not just some kind of Mary Sue. And the thing about Sleeping Beauty, or Briar Rose, I believe that might be what her name is, she has ties to godmothers, a number of 7 of them, and apparently one of them has turned out to be evil. And this is taking place centuries, I'm guessing decades or centuries after she first fell asleep, and she has awoken, and she's emaciated and kind of shriveled up a little bit. Still, her beauty shines through at times. She's not totally grotesque. But I've just really enjoyed this, and it doesn't seem like, I mean, she gets stabbed and shot and things, and so I think she's got kind of an immortal vibe going on with her as well, but as you can tell, she's very thin, very gaunt, and here she's meeting up with some of this new pack of woods people that are living in a swamp that used to be this lush lagoon and part of Briar Rose's kingdom that she lived in. So she's just trying to go along and figure out what's going on. In the meantime, we've got this other character who has this third eye, who is trying to track down Briar Rose, and I'm assuming to kill her. But as you can see, there's a good shot of Briar Rose. She's kind of looking like a little worse for wear, but she's been asleep for decades or centuries. So yeah, I am enjoying this story more than I thought possible. You can see there's the evil guy. He has turned the guy he was questioning into some kind of rolling wheel and sent him off into the woods. So there's a lot going on. They've already met up with a number of different people, and so the adventures just continue. The story is very fluid and it just keeps going. It all seems to kind of make sense. There's nice transitions to like this, where you get the good and evil. They're kind of making a similar gesture and just goes right into it. So yes, this is a recommend. This came out from Boom Studios, and it does come in at a whopping $3.99. I think you might still be able to get issue 1 somewhere. It was sold out pretty quick at my comic book store, and I just happened to see issue 2 there, so I grabbed that as well. It's not on my pull list yet, so I don't know if I'll get around to getting that on there, because I've been not going to the comic book shop too often. But as you can see, they go have adventures, they save people, they run away from people, they're constantly being hunted, captured. A lot of neat stuff going on in this. As you can see, the evil man has caught up to the last group that they hung out with. And that's it. That's how we end it. He will not be denied. So let's see what else Boom is advertising. House of Slaughter, Scarlet. I'm assuming this is a... they're saying it's a new series, new story, so maybe it's not a trade. James Tynion IV is working on that. Then we have Berserker with Keanu Reeves and Matt Kent both writing that up, story and dialogue, with Ron Gurney doing the art on that. I am reading this. I'm a little behind on it, but this is a recommend as well. We have Wind, which I've never read anything on. This is James Tynion IV, a good writer. I've heard a lot of people do enjoy this one as well. Here's a kids club for $15 a month. I'm not sure what that's all about, but the graphic novel club. So there you go. Might be something you're interested in. The Spark Within the Forge, and this is Sabah Tahir and Nicole Andelfinger as the writer, plus artist Sonia Leola. So I don't know what that's about. Discover the origin story of Leia and Darnan from the New York Times bestseller YA series. So I don't know, I'm assuming that's a graphic novel based on a YA series. And then we've got an ad for CGC. Why you would get Power Rangers number 9 encased in acrylic, I'm not sure, but to each his own, right? And Damn Them All coming soon, a new favorite horror series. Well, I don't know if it's a favorite until you actually read it. But it looks like The Approach, Behold Behemoth, and Specs. And these came out last year, actually, so I don't know why they're showing them now. This is coming soon. Maybe the trades are coming. All right, so there you have it. That's how we found Briar at the beginning. She was on a slab asleep while her kingdom had crumbled around her. Once again, it's a recommend. Thanks for stopping by and listening to this quick review of Briar, issue number 2. It is a recommend. As always, please like, please subscribe, please leave comments if you wish, and I'll see you next time at the Temple of Tomes. I've got through 2 other books I've already read, so hopefully I will get those reviews out soon. So as always, this is Indie Comics Jones bidding you adieu.